Hello everybody, I'm Rusty. I want to welcome you to Island Breeze Tropicals. So today we are going to be looking at yet another branch of the Bromeliad family tree, and we're going to be looking at the genus Vriesea. So you know what, the sun is shining, the island breeze is blowing, it's time that you and I got growing. Come on, let's have some fun and let's look at this branch of the Bromeliad family tree. So today we're going to be looking at this very interesting genus of Bromeliads. It's called Vriesea. There are at least 171 species, I think at last count, and well over 700 cultivars and hybrids. So I don't have many Vrieseas here at the Tangle, but you know what that means. It means that we're going to go to Sundance Orchids and Bromeliads in Fort Myers, Florida, and we're going to go take a look at some Vrieseas. So come on, let's have some fun. This is Vriesea cooperiana. Now, as you can see, I'm going to go down there and see if you can see it. That is in a 9-inch pot, so it's not a small pot. And this is not a small plant, but this particular Vriesea can get to be about, I'd say about twice this size if it's potted up into a larger pot. I would pot this, if I wanted it to do this, I would pot this up into a 7-gallon pot. Sorry about the glare, guys. This is a nice breezy, as you can see, Southwest Florida day, and the sun is out, and sometimes it'll go back in back of the clouds, but I apologize for the glare. But even so, take a look at that beautiful color. So one of the hallmarks of this wonderful genus of plants is the fact that it will get an inflorescence that rises above the cup, and in addition to that, it will not have arming on the leaves, so they can be grown and displayed in areas where there's some human traffic, and they are very, very friendly. They don't have any arming on the leaves. Now this is another Vriesea. It's called Kiwi. This is mid-size, and as you can see, characteristic of the genus, there's no arming on the leaves on this. So this gives you an idea as to the size of Kiwi, and it is in a 6-inch pot. This is one of my favorites when it comes to Vrieseas, and I'll tell you why. It's pretty bulletproof. It doesn't seem to be prone to any meristem rotting even when it's a little wet, and it is just a fast grower and pups at a very early age. This is called Vriesea mint julep, and as you can see, this is not a small plant, but this would make a nice statement plant. I'm guessing that if this were potted up into a slightly larger pot, it would get to be even bigger than this. Now that is a 9-inch can, and as you can see, again, it's not a very small plant. It's got some beautiful color to it and pups readily. That's one of the things I like about this plant. So again, this is Vriesea mint julep. And Vrieseas have been hybridized quite a lot. This is Vriesea Charlotte Chiigi, and my guess is that it has something to do with the very famous hybridizer of Vrieseas, David Chiigi. And take a look at that color. I'm going to zoom on in there. Okay, this is the same exact plant, another Vriesea Charlotte Chiigi, and as you can see that this plant is much larger, so Vrieseas can get some size to them. If I come on back here, now you can see that the floor has lines in it. Those lines are in 1 foot increments, so that gives you, I think, a really good idea as to the size of this nice Vriesea. Now this is a moderate to large Vriesea called Marcella, and as you can see, it's got some patterning in the leaves, but I'm kind of wondering if it might be in a little bit more light than what it likes. And maybe that's causing some of that chartreuse color. But if you take a look, I'm going to try and get back here a little. And that is not a small Vriesea. Again, that is growing in another 9-inch pot. So as you can see, Vrieseas can achieve some degree of size to them. This is Vriesea platinema albo. Now platinema is a species. This is a cultivar of the species. So this is platinema albo, and that means that it is albo marginated and it has a white coloration on the edges of the leaves. Now sometimes Vrieseas are sold when they are very, very immature. These are in 4-inch pots. This is Vrieseas fenestralis, and this will get to be, oh gee whiz, I'm saying about 3 times larger, sometimes 4 if you pot it up. It has wonderful striations on the leaves, and I like this green color, but I'm going to show you something that this particular Vriesea is well known for. So take a look at these leaves, and you can see that the leaves are all curled except for the brand new leaves. Now that is one of the identifying marks of fenestralis, and take a look, they're all curved. And when the plant gets to be larger, it makes for some very interesting architecture on the plant. Now this is a Vriesea. It's a species native to Colombia, Peru, and Trinidad, and it's called Vriesea chrysostachys. And as you can see, it's pretty much a green plant. And I would say just offhand that it's really prolific. There are a lot of pups in there, but I would say that this would convince me to get this plant. I think that's a really pretty inflorescence. Like a lot of Vrieseas, this may not get to be anything more than a spear, and open in the spear scales, probably to show very tiny flowers. What I'll try to do is, well, after this video, I'm going to keep taking a look and see if I can't show that to you later on. So this is Vriesea Milky Way. Yes, it is bleached out by the sun. And again, sorry for that, but there were clouds about an hour ago, and there are no clouds there now. So I'm going to try to get down into the tank and shade it a little bit, see if we can get a better view of this really beautiful Vriesea. So this is Vriesea Milky Way. I do not know its parentage, but it really is pretty if you take a look at this. Now, Milky Way is uncommon. I wouldn't call it rare, but you're not going to find it every place. As far as I know, it's fairly new. And this is what I would call margination, because the non-green part of the plant, the white part of the plant, is where, guys? It's on the margins of the leaves. So anyway, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed looking at this branch of the Bromeliad family tree. Vriesea is a very diverse genus, and it has an awful lot of hybrids, and I'm sure that you can find 1 or 2 for your collection. So no matter where you are, I hope your sun is shining. I hope you have an island breeze blowing. I know that you need to keep growing and have lots of fun. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.